Now, full disclosure, this isn't your typical superpower sports anime, where people are jumping 30 feet in the air or turning into literal fireballs. This is one of those raw emotional slice of life sports dramas that hits you right in the feels, the kind that makes you want to go for a run, realize you're out of breath after 30 seconds, and then go back to watching anime. Here is the deep dive into the world of tracks, spikes, and the crushing weight of a few seconds. The premise: life in a straight line. The story centers on a young guy named Togarashi, and no, he's not a spice, though his passion definitely burns like one. He lives for the 100-meter dash. Think about that for a second. Most sports give you 90 minutes or 4 quarters to fix your mistakes. In the 100 meters, you have about 10 seconds. If you sneeze at the starting block, your career is basically over. The movie frames this not just as a race, but as a metaphor for how we handle the sprints in our own lives. The protagonist, while Togarashi is talented, but he's hitting that plateau we all dread. You know that feeling when you're replaying a video game and you just to get past that one boss? That's his life. He is stuck at a specific time, let's say 10.5 seconds, and he shave off that extra 0.1. The movie does this amazing job of showing his obsession. He's measuring the angle of his shins, the humidity of the air, the friction of his shoes. He's basically a walking physics textbook with better abs. The rivalry, fire versus ice. Every great sports movie needs a rival who makes you want to punch your screen. And enter Nishizaki. Togarashi is all effort, heart, and soul. He's the guy who practices until his legs turn into jelly. Nishizaki is the gifted one. He looks like he just rolled out of bed, drank a soda, and then ran a sub 10-second sprint without breaking a sweat. The joke: there is a scene early on where Nishizaki is eating a burger right before a heat. Togarashi is looking at him like, I have lived on steamed broccoli and despair for 6 months, and this guy is eating a double bacon deluxe. It's the ultimate disrespect, and it sets the tone for their psychological warfare. The middle act, the breaking point. This is where the movie gets deep. Togarashi suffers a minor injury, a hamstring pull. In a 100 meters race, a hamstring pull isn't just an injury, it's a death sentence for your rhythm. The suspense kicks in here. The movie stops being about winning and starts being about identity. If I am not the fastest, who am I? We see him spiraling. There's a beautiful, haunting sequence where he's walking home at night, and the streetlights look like the markers on a track. He starts running, trying to outrun his own shadow. And the sound design goes completely silent except for the thud-thud of his heart. It's genuinely stressful to watch. You're sitting there thinking, bro, please, just go to physical therapy and take a nap. The grand finale, the 10 seconds of eternity, the climax, is the national championship. The atmosphere is electric. The animation shifts here, everything becomes sharper, the colors more vivid. The starting block scene. This is the peak suspense. They spend about 5 minutes of screen time on the 3 seconds before the gun goes off. You see the sweat dripping off Togarashi's nose in slow motion. He looks over at Nishizaki. Nishizaki isn't smirking anymore. He's terrified too. Bang. The race is animated in this fluid, experimental style. The background blurs into streaks of light. You don't hear a crowd. You just hear the rhythmic crunch of spikes hitting the synthetic track. The twist. Without spoiling the literal millisecond finish, the movie does something brave. It focuses on the feeling of the run rather than just the gold medal. Togarashi realizes that for those 10 seconds, he wasn't thinking about his injury, his rival, or his future. He was just present. The 100 meters refers to the distance, but it also refers to the distance between who you are and who you want to be. The movie tells us that even if you don't cross the finish line first, the act of sprinting, of giving 100% of your soul to a single moment, is where the win actually happens. It's a friendly reminder that we're all running our own races, even if we're mostly just sprinting to the fridge during the commercial breaks.